Minions and Monsters is now out in theaters, and let me tell you, this one feels like a fresh burst of chaotic yellow energy. If you are a fan of the Despicable Me universe, do me a quick solid, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into it. Right from the start, this film does something different. We don't get the classic trio of Kevin, Stuart, and Bob that we've grown to love over the years. Instead, we're introduced to three new leads: James, Henry, and Ed. James is the arty, creative type who's always coming up with wild ideas. Henry is more of a rascal who stirs up trouble wherever he goes. And Ed is deaf, communicates through sign language, and serves as the supportive heart of the group. At first, I was a little thrown off, but honestly, it works beautifully. These three have their own distinct personalities and chemistry that feel true to the Minion spirit, while still bringing something new to the table. They carry the whole movie on their tiny shoulders, and I really appreciated the creative choice to refresh the lineup. What makes Minions and Monsters stand out, and why I genuinely think this might be the best Minions movie yet, is how much it actually focuses on the Minions themselves. Previous Minions films still focused on the bad guy they worked for as opposed to the Minions themselves, but here the spotlight is firmly on these banana-loving troublemakers. The story follows them on a wild adventure that feels tailor-made for their brand of mischief, and it gives them real emotional weight and screen time. The plot is packed with heart, friendship, and that signature Minion absurdity, and it never feels like it's just filler for a bigger Despicable Me story. This is the Minions movie we've been waiting for. One of the coolest things about the film is how it's packed with historical cinema references. The directors clearly had a blast paying homage to classic movies throughout. You'll catch everything from nods to old monster flicks, iconic adventure films, and even some clever visual callbacks to cinema history that adults will spot and smile at. There's one sequence that feels straight out of a classic horror comedy that had me grinning ear to ear. It's smart, it's fun, and it adds this extra layer of enjoyment without ever feeling like it's talking down to the audience. The animation team really went all out to make these references pop on screen. Of course, with the heavier focus on the Minions comes a lot more of their famous gibberish dialogue. There are longer stretches of Minions talking in that delightful made-up language they speak that somehow conveys everything from excitement to panic. Because the movie centers on them so much, these extended conversations are all over the film. I'll be honest, there were a couple of moments where it went on a little long and started to feel a tad annoying, but even then, it stayed true to their charm. It's part of what makes them so lovable. You can't have Minions without the banana-fueled babbling, right? The jokes land really well overall. Obviously, this is aimed at kids first and foremost, and they are going to lose their minds over the slapstick, the silly sound effects, and the non-stop physical comedy. But there are plenty of clever one-liners and visual gags sprinkled in that made me chuckle out loud as an adult. The humor never feels forced. It's light, playful, and full of that Minions magic that's been winning over audiences for years. I had a genuinely good time watching Minions and Monsters. It's colorful, energetic, heartfelt, and packed with laughs from start to finish. Kids are going to absolutely love it. They'll be quoting the Minions and begging to watch it again the second the credits roll. Parents and older fans will enjoy the ride too, especially with those fun cinema references and the sweet message about friendship and finding your place in the world. That said, I do think this might be a good place for the Minions franchise to wrap things up. Since 2010, we've had 4 Despicable Me movies and now 3 Minions spin-offs. That's a lot of yellow chaos, and while this one feels like a strong high note, it might be time to let these little guys ride off into the sunset. Ending on a film that finally gives them the spotlight they deserve feels pretty perfect. I had a good time, and I bet you will too. I'm going to give this movie a 3.5 out of 5, a solid B. If you've got kids or you're just in the mood for some pure, joyful entertainment, I highly recommend checking out Minions and Monsters. Now I want to hear from you. Have you seen Minions and Monsters? What did you think of it? Also, what's your favorite Minions movie and why? Drop all your thoughts and comments in the comments section below. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be notified of future movies. If you want to see more reviews, check out my review of the Supergirl movie or check out my review of Toy Story 5. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.